Hello, welcome in Leo. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing your weekly horoscope reading for the sign of Leo. Cross watchers are welcome. Anyone's welcome who feels drawn to the messages in this reading. So, welcome in. I'm going to be looking at past, present energies, messages from your higher self, your challenge, what's hidden, the opportunity, and the possible outcome. These are general messages. I'm tuning into a collective energy. So use your discernment to intuit which messages are for you and which messages you can leave for someone else. So let's get started, Leo. In the past, we have the Five of Swords in reverse. This is getting out of bullying, power plays, power dynamics. This is really feeling it in the solar plexus. Infighting, sabotage. There's a lot of deception, confusion, trying to winning at any cost. All those and more. It feels like I want out of this. I want out of this type of energy. I want out of this karma. Yes, it looks like in the past, you're ending a cycle with that Five of Swords energy. And that allowed you, feels like participating in that energy, being around that energy, being either a match or a mirror with it was holding you back. You needed to end a cycle with that energy, so you had the space for expansion to raise your vibration. Feels like after you left that type of energy and started disconnecting from it, then you started hearing a more subtle energy, hearing, not here, maybe here, like a calling you to something new, something that's not about your ego and win at any cost. And so you started strategizing and planning. Where do I go from here? So I'm leaving that behind. And it feels like in the past you were like, I feel I feel called to something very different, a different aspect of who I am. Who am I outside of this Five of Swords energy? Who am I outside of my ego? Who am I without all this repetitive patterns and toxic family patterns and karma? In present time, Leo, we've got the King of Swords. This definitely has that Archangel Michael type of energy, very direct, very truthful, honest, has a lot of clarity. It also looks like you're cutting people out who are not for you. It doesn't feel like out of anger or spite. It's like out of a recognition, like you're not for me. Holy cow. Wait, this is Five of Swords energy. Nope. Maybe you're clearing another level of Five of Swords energy. Maybe you're coming back around and you're doing another clearing. It looks like as you are honest and direct and clear, that brings a lot of victory. someone in your energy is sneaking around. Someone isn't being fully truthful. It might be because there's an aspect of your energy where you might be lying to yourself or still in your ego a little. And it feels like someone who doesn't want to hurt others' feelings. Maybe there you might still have like a pleasing, like I can tell the truth up to a point where I don't want to hurt someone's feelings, even if it's the truth. Because there's a belief that those people can't handle the truth, that when you've told people the truth in the past, they've turned it back on you. There's a lot of reasons why we don't tell the truth. It's around something that's not working, something that you've put a lot of time and energy into, but it's just not working. Ooh. There's something that's you might have rushed into, and it feels like there's something that you rushed into in the past to kind of grasping, needing stability, needing security. You rushed in out of fear, clinginess, and it looks like you invited in like trickery, sneakiness. Maybe because you kind of held on to whatever the situation or person or people, because you in the past you were feeling needy, feeling like you, so there's some level of deception, maybe subconscious, and it looks like this is coming up right now. It's not working. Everybody's kind of dancing around the truth. When the truth is told, then there's success. So what I'm seeing here are kind of two options that you have in this present energy. Trust that the truth will set you free. The trust the truth leads to victory, or deception and trickery leads to things falling apart. I feel like that's a lesson, like honesty, even if it hurts feelings, even if it makes you feel awkward and weird, and if it results in you being less liked or misunderstood, by speaking your truth leads to victory. Lying and couching, maybe lies of omission, not telling people the whole truth, is just leading to everything falling apart. If you don't trust the people around you that they can't handle the truth, you can't handle the truth. If you don't believe they can handle the truth, why are you in a connection that's built on lies, half-truths, lies of omission? You've got choices here. So it feels like an accountability that you're really stepping into. It's another layer of this Five of Swords energy from the past. And you made your way through that really well. And so it looks like you're clearing, we don't heal in a trajectory of a line. It looks more like a spiral. And the spiral, each time you clear, it gets wider and wider. And so you clear another swatch. So it looks like you're clearing another swatch, Leo. All right, messages from your higher self is judgment. So one, yes, it feels like you have a calling, and it might be around judgment, judging others. It feels like it comes from being judged, and judging yourself, being very critical, very nitpicky, not being able to have truths about yourself. There's something as you pull your ego aside and are willing to see aspects of yourself and stop projecting onto others where you have lack, where you have insecurities, where you have instabilities, then there's a shift coming. There's a potential for a quite a big awakening, opening. Also looks like you've got new opportunities in business. They might feel a little smaller than what you expected. Looks like you've been dealing with someone in your environment who's very, very truthful, very direct, compassionate. Yeah, this person has a lot of positivity. They're very connected. It feels like you want to work with maybe this person, someone who's very, very clear, very direct, very truthful, very honest. It looks like you have to clear this kind of deception energy from within and around you before this opportunity can come through. Because this person is not... This person deals in truthfulness, honesty, the light. And so if that does sound like something you'd like to work with, you know, someone who's got great karma, they might be perceived as lucky. A lot of people come to this person for guidance and truth. Maybe they're a channeler of wisdom, something like that. But anyway, that's on the other side of not choosing deception, lies, insecurity, blame, projecting blame onto others. There's an accountability, a level of accountability that's being asked. Like, can I own my mistakes? Can I accept my part in toxic play where I'm still lying to myself because I don't want to see that I have any toxicity within me? Some of you are moving through these lessons, and some of you are wanting to like spiritually bypass. Like you've had some openings and some awakenings, and you're like, but that's all. I don't want to go any further. But I'm also wondering why things aren't moving along. Your challenge is to bring in that light, the sun, the cleansing light. See yourself, accept yourself fully. Love those parts that are a liar. Love those parts of you that have royally messed up and are still royally messing up. Can you accept and see yourself and stop hiding? Yeah, it feels like some solar plexus, some powerlessness. It's not true. You're not powerless. It feels like you might be pulling on other people's energy instead of finding out how you source your own energy, your own light. It's a challenge to let love in Wow. It's a challenge to let go of something that is emotionally unsatisfying at this time. Some emotional challenges, emotional attachments that you have. There's someone exiting your life, or you don't want them to exit your life, or you're trying to exit and you can't get out of it. It's quite a jumble there. I feel like you're avoiding the inevitable. There's a lot of fear coming up. How can I do this without this person? There's a lot of fear and a lot of projecting and a lot of blaming and some disassociation and some delusional thinking here. So, all right, what's hidden is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is letting go. What's hidden is when you detach from something that you've been holding on to, you've been clinging to, you've been out of fear. I can't allow this to change. I don't want this to change. It looks like what's hidden is you're coming out of this clinginess. You're coming out of this lack of confidence, lack of stability. Wow. So what's interesting is that you were clinging to and so terrified, like holding on to someone, a situation, something, holding on, just afraid to let go. And it's Four Pentacles. And you're like, I'm terrified. But what's hidden is when you let that go, whatever is ready to leave, like letting it go, letting them go. Then Six Pentacles come in. Then someone comes in, someone, it comes in, and it's much more. It's Two Pentacles more. Much more stable, much more, you benefit so much more on such a huge scale. Okay, and then it's interesting at times, so I'm getting that the Leos out there watching, there's two groups of you. Some of you are more choosing this and some are choosing that. So some of you are letting go and that's hidden, and then something better comes in. And I feel like at that point when things really start coming in and you start flowing, you're like, I can't believe I held on to that, whatever that was, I was so afraid to let go. But because I thought that was like as good as it could get, or I couldn't do better. And as soon as you let go, something better comes in, much better. And then there's another group, it looks like, who's very gossipy, has that mean girl type of energy, really juggling people, trying to create trying to project one's limitations onto someone else. Someone's doing too much. Someone's trying to juggle. It feels like they're playing with people. They're playing. It's like this bug flying around. They're distracting. They're taking up their attention and focus. They're draining their energy with this negativity. And that's hidden. Could be another fire sign. Yeah. All right. So let's move on to your opportunity, Leo, is the Eight of Swords in reverse. It looks like you're coming out of, there's an opportunity to stop being blinded, stop being in this mental trap. Stop letting the people around you dictate how you're perceiving yourself. So how others are perceiving you, it's like you're letting go of some ego and projections that people have projected onto you and how you project onto other people. There's an opportunity to really get some clarity, realizing that you're not stuck. Actually, you're far from stuck. You feel a little guarded right now. Feels like your guard's up because of some confusion that these mental blocks have created. You're terrified of being abandoned. It feels like why it's difficult to let whatever go is it's triggering your own abandonment, or someone you're with is like you pulling away is triggering abandonment issues. It's creating a scenario like this, like you guys are trying to come apart, and how's that working for you, huh? All right. Free choice. What you get to do. That doesn't sound pleasing. It sounds like making it more, just prolonging the inevitable. But it's your dance. You get to do it any way you want. Okay. Again, stability is coming in. Financial stability and security, instead of needing others so much, depending on others for your stability. There's this opportunity to go within and find your own stability. Stop relying on others to provide that for you. It's scary. Doesn't feel like you've done that much, or you just haven't practiced it. It looks like if you are being separated or kind of feeling so stuck, like I can't move forward, nothing's working, I feel immobilized. This is happening so you can go within. So you can see what's been happening. So you can see how you are maybe participating in your own stuckness. That the answers are here. You're not needing to find the answers outside. It's an internal job. It feels like you're resisting going within. Anything but going within. All right, the possible outcome is the Knight of Cups in reverse. This feels like there's an attachment to this Knight of Cups. It feels like you perceive them, you want them to be something. You've projected onto them what it is you really want. But the truth of it is that they're not that. They're not your Knight of Cups. They're the Knight of Cups in reverse. I feel like you really want them to be your Knight of Cups. You've always wanted them to be your Knight of Cups. You keep telling them you're your Knight of Cups. This is how the Knight of Cups would act, but the outcome is this person is just, there's not love there. There's not emotions. If there were, there aren't anymore. Yeah. It looks like the person, it feels like this whole story is about someone that you're holding on to. And what I'm getting is they're possibly, it feels like you put them up on a pedestal. You gave them your number one spot. Look, you're so amazing to me. I'm giving you my number one spot in my life, but you're like their third, fourth. You're not their number one. I think you know this, and it's been heartbreaking because you really wanted them to be something that they're not. And it's heartbreaking for them because you're wanting them to be something that they're not. They're playing the field, or they want to play the field. They want to, feels like they want to tell you for some reason there's a lack of honesty, real honesty in this connection, and it's creating an atmosphere where you both feel out in the cold with each other. It's because you're in a connection that the expiration date has already come and gone, and it's time to move to calmer waters. It looks like one of you is moving on very quickly. Pew! Moving on, and the other one is resisting going within to heal. And they're going to stay in that lie energy. It's just much easier and the lie is that we're a couple, that we were meant to be. I can feel it. But they're not there. You have that image, but they don't. You're trying to convince someone, so your projections, and it doesn't, or whoever this is, it does feel like one of you is like, you don't see, I just need to convince you. I need to change the way you see things. I need you to see things the way I'm seeing them. And that's just not how it's done. It feels like yeah. I don't know what else to say. It feels like if that is you, there's a need to go within and really find your answers. Really quiet things, quiet the distractions. Stop asking others for their opinions and go within and converse with the divine within. Not so you can get what you want and attach to what you want, but maybe there's an unwillingness to see some aspect of yourself that you're ready now to see, so you can really come into your power. So, all right, Leo, that's your reading. I hope that was helpful. Take care. Bye.